Let's figure it out.
Pulling it now.
3 in a car, 1 in a truck.
Valuable and adding value for your clients.
All right, bit of a special start to Foxy TV this week. It's Saturday, it's the weekend, and Jake and I are heading up the coast. Jake, why are we heading to the Sunshine Coast?
Because today Cody's got us working. We have not much on the truck, but there's enough things here that needed the truck. We're moving some tables and chairs and plants and stuff up to Cody's and his wife Talia's new salon. So here we are.
How's it all going, Jake, so far?
So far so good. Almost done.
Easy.
And I'm half part, yeah.
What's the
Big
hard
tail.
part?
The heavy tail that I got to drill into.
Loading up for an install this morning over in Augustin Heights.
Yep.
And then we got one definite pack up happening straight after that. Just waiting for another one to confirm.
So Monday lunchtime, it's been a quiet day here at Foxy, here at the warehouses. I've pretty much been here the whole morning by myself. The team's out and about. I believe Cassie and Phoebe are quoting and had a few meetings. Cassie was also at the first install with the guys. There was a bit of a delay with the guys picking up keys for the pack-ups, and they're all over Brizzy working hard. I've just been here in the office doing some editing and preparing for a podcast episode I've got with Dan Argent from Urban Property Agents located in Paddington. So I'm just about to head off, and I'm sure it'll be a really great podcast. I'm hoping to film it as well, so it'll be up on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. So here's a bit of a teaser.
Marketing is everything. And so for you, you are a marketing business first and you're a home staging business second. I'm a real estate agent second, a marketing business first. And so if you actually, that's a really interesting mindset. If you go, oh, so the number one business I'm in is marketing. Number 2 is whatever business I'm in. Home staging, real estate, restaurant, whatever, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you think, okay, well, if I'm going to think like that, what does that look like? And then you start to go through that, process of what does that look like? And so for me, it's about branding. You've got to brand yourself. You're a brand, and you've got to treat yourself accordingly and be prolific with it. So you need to wear shirts with your website printed on it, always. You need hats. Everything you talk about, before the interview started, I stuck the logo up on the screen and it wasn't there before. You just want to be getting that brand out. But the key in this is to always add value. So if you go to my website, all you're going to get is value, because there's just stuff on there, 15xgrowth.com, at Sold by Dan on Instagram. All you're going to get is value. I'm just giving content away that can help you or whoever grow your business.
Tomorrow, a bigger day with the 3 installs. Kiriki is like whoop whoop. It's a full hour drive.
West or?
Northwest. Thursday, install Vista Ave. Also vacant. Keys at Remax Elevate. Photos are at 4. Then Friday, we have a unit in New Farm. It's actually really good access. Keys will be picked up from Richardson and Wrench, South Brisbane.
Woohoo! Supposed to be naked.
First one of this colour that we have.
Thank you, UD Furniture.
New sofas for you.
Yeah.
How many?
Just the 4. So, all UD Furniture, they had an end of line clearance on there. Had a couple of fabric leftovers, so they wanted it gone. So I said, sure.
What's on today's agenda, Russ?
Mate, just loading up the artwork for the install over at Fernie Grove. About an hour's drive away. And then just 2 pack-ups this afternoon. I'm sorry, not 2 pack-ups, 2 other installs this afternoon.
Okay, Phoebe, so we're on the way back to the warehouse. We've just done the first install. There was a few issues at that one, wasn't there?
Yeah, so partials are always good, but they're tricky because sometimes a client might do too much or not do enough for preparation when we get there.
Yeah.
This particular client decided that he would love to take everything to storage. So the pieces that we were meant to use, we rocked up to a partial and it was actually a vacant property. So a bit tricky. It was an hour away from our warehouse and we had no beds or a coffee table. So we had to come up with solutions on the run.
So we sent Russ to get beds.
Yeah, we went to Cabs. Our furniture hire place was half hour away, whereas our warehouse is a full hour's drive. So we hired pieces for this one to make up the difference. He helped us out drilling, hanging up all the artwork, which was awesome. I now know how to use a masonry bit.
Awesome. You'll be the go-to expert. To throw another spanner in the works, Ali's sick at daycare today, so you've got to go pick her up.
Dividers. So the boys were sick on Monday, and now Ali's got to get picked up from daycare. So I had a heap of appointments on this afternoon. So we're doing a bit of a shuffle. Luckily, Cassie is our consult stylist. She can step in. But she's out at her own install at the moment, and Mount Omni, right where we're driving past, we have to go get her a coffee table because I took hers.
Oh, right. How's the install going, Candy?
Good, getting there.
Getting there. Any challenges with this one, or pretty straightforward?
Pretty straightforward. We're just doing a master and a single bed, and then we've just got the one dining and one living.
The big couch we had planned for the room doesn't fit through the front door or the back door, so we've had to make do with this one. Is it all right?
It is alright. Luckily they were similar fabrics, so it works with everything else we've got.
It's not quite as big, is it?
No, so this is quite a large room. If we didn't have the dining space in here, we'd probably have the living and dining, but it's a kind of an awkward space, so we extended it. We just have a little study down here. They still think it looks okay.
You just got back with a carload of furniture, well not furniture, accessories, lamps.
Floor lamps, a heap of table lamps and accessories, yeah. From Oz Design, they needed a heap of stuff gone, so I helped them out.
Helped them out?
Retail therapy for a crappy morning.
Yeah, tell us about that. Let's be real with it. Well, as real as you want to get.
No, real, we're all real. So did install Monday. The client had different expectations of how the property would look. And for Monday, now Thursday, contacted us saying he was unhappy and wanted changes made. So the agent was super happy, we were super happy, but the client, he was more hopeful that we would use big furnishings that were similar to his own in the property. So big, dark brown leather couches and dark timber furniture. That's what he was used to seeing in the property, and that's what he was thinking would be. So perhaps a bit of lack of communication on my part, but he was happy for me to have full reign, and he was happy that with the examples that he'd been seeing, that we were capable of doing what he needed. So fast forward to yesterday, I got an email last night saying that he was very unhappy with the furniture. Felt as though it looked like it belonged in an apartment and he could have bought it all from Fantastic Furniture. We don't own anything from Fantastic Furniture. Nothing wrong if you do, but we don't. We have great quality stuff, and we were really, I guess it came as a shock because we were really happy with the install. So we are all about working with the customers to a point. So basically there was an expectation there that we'd add in a couple sofa and a couple things extra complimentary. So obviously as a small business it's not feasible just to add heaps of complimentary things in. So this morning had a very honest conversation with him that perhaps we wouldn't have been able to meet, find a point to meet at that where we'd both be happy. So we did offer a partial refund, holding back just for services rendered, and collecting everything tomorrow. So he accepted, had some very blunt words, threatened to take us to QCAT, everything like that. So I was a little bit upset afterwards, and you would see my post on Instagram. The confrontation's not my thing, and he did say I wasn't a genuine person, which I love to think I'm very genuine. So I was a bit hurt, but onwards and upwards. So that he actually called back later this afternoon to apologise. He was very emotionally engaged with the property, and seeing it different, it just sort of took him a little bit to appreciate the difference, and that it's more about the buyers and less about what he was expecting. So he's actually called and said, can we please leave it? And the agent is taking the agent loves it. So we aren't actually going to change it, and it's going to hit the market as is. I said to him, if you get feedback from the buyers that they want to see it different, you let me know, and I'm happy to change it, but I am confident that they're going to love it.
We went to Tara's property this morning.
We did. So after I had a big cry, had to get myself together and get rid of my red eyes, and we went and had a chat to Will. I think it worked well. He didn't know I'd been crying, so that worked out okay. Had a really good chat. A lot of stylists put up that they sell properties, it's sold this day, sold for more, sold for 3 days on market, and we don't really do it very often because I feel like it's kind of tooting our own horn, and how does anyone benefit from that? So to change it up a little bit, I'm going to start doing a segment, which I think Cody's going to incorporate to Foxy TV or perhaps on its own, where we talk to the agent who sold the property. We'll let you know the numbers, if it sold, when it went well, why they asked us to style, what things they looked at in it to be different. But I want to make it educational and valuable for everybody who's watching, so that you can see the discussions we have, what my thought process is, what we talk to the girls about when we're talking to clients, and all those things together, how it impacts the sale. Right, so the impact of styling on a property, it can be really hard to define sometimes. Whether or not someone's selling styled or unstyled, it's always really hard to retrospectively go back and determine how much value the styling has actually added.
I think it draws that buyer to the property, but not only that, it creates the emotion. And I think that's the important part. And I think that's where we got that $25,000 more for that property. I always talk about that you want to engage with buyers and get them to be emotional, as I mentioned before, to commit, but also to not get them to see what's under their feet, but what's ahead of them. Because then they start pointing out things like, okay, kitchen needs done, bathroom needs done, floors need done, it needs a repaint. You can dress that and hide that by putting in some beautiful furniture like what you did with your place and really lightening up the room.
Yeah. So they fall in love and then they start convincing themselves how much they're going to pay.
Definitely.
Not what they need to put out.
Exactly.
Fixes, yeah.
Exactly.